With the shutdown now over, that means that the last signature person who was just elected will be sworn in and sign and force a vote to have the unredacted Epstein files released. Now, Trump is sweating bullets over this, quite nervous. And here's the thing. They're saying there's some emails in there which show that Trump knew exactly everything that Epstein was doing and was a participant himself. And we know from stories such as what he did to 13-year-old Katie Johnson at Epstein's house that Donald Trump was very much involved. And he's scared. And rightly so. I didn't realize, but I guess there's no statutes of limitation for these sorts of crimes. Now, we know Trump would probably try to pardon himself, but that won't go so well. But anyway, I think back, and evidently what in the news reports have come out, what Epstein was doing was he was trapping some of these wealthy men, come in, get these massages from these young women. They may not have realized some of these women were underage. But one reason I don't date 18-year-old women is that they don't look that much different from the 17-year-old who is underage. That's just one reason. Another reason is maturity. And another reason is they would say, "Yeah, old guy, get away." But anyway, they may not have realized that these were underage women. Problem was, they're getting the massages. And, well, let me tell you a story myself. I love massages. In college, a lot of us would be in the student center watching TV or that, and we'd give each other massages. I never was comfortable with guys giving me massages or giving massages to guys. It just felt weird. But it was no problem because the girls liked massaging me and I liked massaging them. We always were fully dressed, by the way. But now, after college and started working and everything, I was hurting a bit. So I thought, well, I like massages. So I went in and got a massage. First one, no problem. The woman was great, did a good job. The second one, and if you didn't realize, when you go to those places to get massages, you take everything off, and they usually have a towel or something over your private parts. But the second one was getting a little extra friendly and massaging where I didn't expect. Now, I've been quite a while being with a woman, so it was very, very tempting. But I resisted. See, because of my faith and my religious background, if I went along with something like that, it might be the first hour or two, really a lot of pleasure and the afterglow, and then it's followed with days of feeling guilty. It's not like I'm in a relationship or anything, but that's just how it is. I don't believe in one-night stands or this idea of friends with benefits. If I'm in a relationship with a woman and it looks like we might be headed towards marriage could be in the future, then I don't feel guilty. But just for its sake alone, just what they call Ugg buddies or whatever. No. And so I said no, thank you, and that was it. But I also realized if I was to keep going, I might give in to temptation. So I never went to another one of the massages. I love them, but the idea of not knowing. Now, here's my point. They may have given in to temptation, not even realize it was an underage girl. And here Epstein has the cameras going. They don't know this. And all of a sudden, they're showing a little video clip and then informed, that was a 16 or 15-year-old girl? And they're mortified. Guess what, Epstein says? You want to keep this from going public and you'll be disgraced everywhere? Fork out the dough. And so they're being blackmailed. That's why Trump refers to those men as victims. But, in fact, they could have, as I said no and resisted and not come back. But they gave in. So, who is the victim? The young ladies who were trapped into that by Epstein? Or the men who gave in and then were silent? And probably, since they were paying anyway, returned, like Donald Trump did. All this type of information would be coming out and should come out. But Trump is scared to death. And I wonder why. We know Trump ended up having cash shortage. And we all, to this point, thought it was banks he was getting his extra money from making these weird loans. Could he have been in on the money laundering from Epstein? I don't know. Just a possibility. Just a thought that hit my head right then. But these things are things that Donald Trump does not want to have come out. So thank you for listening. And let's go forward and find the truth. Remember the words. The truth shall set us free. Have a good day.